For more than 3 decades, Brett Favre was seen as the ultimate football hero, tough, fearless, and unbreakable. To fans, he was the smiling gunslinger who played through pain, shattered records, and embodied everything a legendary NFL quarterback should be. But behind that familiar image, Brett Favre was quietly living a double life, one that almost no one truly understood until now. On the surface, Favre's career looked like a dream. Super Bowl champion, 3-time MVP, and the face of the Green Bay Packers for years, he was admired not just for his talent but for his grit and charm. Yet while the world celebrated his success, Favre was fighting private battles far away from the stadium lights. The double life wasn't about pretending to be someone else. It was about carrying immense pressure, addiction, emotional strain, and identity struggles in complete silence. For years, Favre maintained the image of strength at all costs. He played through injuries that would have sidelined most athletes, rarely showing vulnerability. What fans didn't see was how deeply the constant pain, expectations, and scrutiny affected him. Off the field, he struggled with dependency issues and emotional exhaustion, problems he worked hard to keep hidden to protect his family, his teammates, and his legacy. Those close to Favre say the separation between public hero and private reality grew wider with time. The more success he achieved, the harder it became to admit weakness. Football wasn't just a job, it was armor. As long as he was performing, the world believed he was fine. And for 30 years, that belief held strong. The truth began to surface gradually after his retirement, when Favre no longer had the game as a shield. Without the structure and adrenaline of football, unresolved issues demanded attention. He began opening up about the toll the sport had taken on his body and mind, including long-term injuries and emotional struggles that followed him long after his final snap. For many fans, this was the first glimpse of the man behind the legend. What makes the revelation so shocking isn't that Brett Favre had struggles. It's how successfully he hid them while performing at the highest level for so long. He lived 2 realities at once: the celebrated champion millions admired and the private individual wrestling with pain, responsibility, and personal consequences. Maintaining that balance required constant effort, discipline, and silence. As conversations around mental health, addiction, and athlete well-being have become more open, Favre's story has taken on new meaning. His double life now serves as a powerful example of how fame can mask suffering, and how strength is often misunderstood. What once looked like invincibility was, in reality, endurance. Now, as the full picture comes into focus, fans are re-evaluating what they thought they knew about Brett Favre. His legacy remains legendary, but it is no longer one-dimensional. It includes honesty, accountability, and the courage to confront the parts of life he once kept hidden. In the end, Brett Favre's double life wasn't built on deception, it was built on survival. For 30 years, he carried the weight of greatness while quietly bearing the cost. And now, as the truth finally emerges, it reveals not a fallen hero, but a human one.